Well, James Denselow is a security analyst and Middle East expert at King's College London. Joins me now live in the studio. Good to have you with us, James. I guess there's not too much doubt that the Free Syrian Army or those who support the FSA were behind today's attack.
Yes, well, they've claimed it and they've said it's been a month organising it, and as your report showed, it's the latest in a series of attacks against very, very sensitive installations across the city, the most daring being the July attack, which occurred 3 miles away from the presidential palace. So what we have today in Syria is a security state suffering from a deep sense of insecurity, and the reaction against these attacks seems to be the airstrikes and the rather more sort of devastating conventional weapons used up in the north in Aleppo.
Hugely worrying, obviously, for Assad and his supporters, the fact that the FSA can target, it seems, at will in the capital and get so close to key security personnel. What sort of effect is that going to be having on those closest to Assad, and particularly those who might have been wavering, thinking, I think Assad's time has come, I need to defect now?
Well, I think the rate of defections is a critically important metric to seeing whether the regime will last for much longer. But I think the FSA are trying to adopt a sort of golden bullet tactic here. They're saying, well, the regime is very narrow at the top. If we can assassinate and kill enough people right at the top, hopefully we can precipitate some form of regime collapse below it. They killed the brother-in-law of the president. That's an incredibly senior official who's linked to a lot of policy making vis-à-vis the response to the rebellion. And I think there's very credible reports suggesting they do have ability to target the president himself. So I think that is clearly what the regime will worry about now, its own survival, very physically, very much at the top of the regime.
A lot of people are saying that actually it is a matter of time as to when Assad will go, and what is going to happen now is that people around him are going to be considering their positions and thinking about their future within whatever happens to Syria, which is presumably going to be a fractured Syria come what may.
Yes, but I think we have to look again at Iraq, a country that has a low level of pervasive violence going on right now still today. You could have a sense that the conventional weapons the Syrian military is using against the opposition continues to kill people, while the asymmetrical weapons that the opposition throw against the regime target key individuals, but yet you sort of have like a bloody stalemate that lasts for months and months. However, it would appear that the rate of defections and the ability of the FSA to target sensitive locations and the whole result of the Operation Damascus volcano that started in July would show that the regime itself is being forced to act like an army of occupation over its own country. And unfortunately, it'll have to look to sort of protect green zones within its own cities for them to sort of protect their own senior members.
The FSA presumably is not doing this on its own. It is managing to rearm itself in various areas like Homs, Deraa, and particularly in Aleppo province when it's under, obviously, extreme attack. We must assume that the rate of arms coming into the FSA is increasing.
Yeah, well, there has been acknowledgement of support and salaries paid from foreign powers to the FSA. Whether or not they have serious munitions or enough munitions to provide logistical kind of sustainability in attacks in Damascus is not yet clear, nor do they have complicated weapons that can take down aircraft or perhaps take out tanks as they would like. So certainly the resistance is incredibly stubborn. It has proven its ability to withstand all the weapons thrown at it so far by the regime, which has gradually increased the scale of its weapons from snipers to now we see airstrikes. And as I say, simply the rate of violence is going up, and there's no clear end of this scenario finishing anytime soon.
James Denselow, good to get your thoughts, your input. Thanks very much.